Hello all, this is Dswank, and I am in Space Engineers. I had a fairly rough weekend, didn't get anywhere near any of the prep work that I wanted to do for this coming week taken care of. So this is going to be a fairly rough week. But yes, enough of that. Let's talk about the ship that I found on the workshop. It is the CC-04 by Nyan. It doesn't have an N on the end. 55. I'll write it all out and put a link to it in the description below. But it's all vanilla and it looks really good. I mean, it has some pretty good lines and it just feels good. It's all ion thrusters, so it definitely is a space vessel. It's got good coverage with the weapons. Sorry about the jerking around of the camera there. We've got Gatling guns here. We've got missiles. We've got missiles. We've got missiles and missiles in the front. And you've got cannons. Now, the only problem I have with missiles set up like this is it's very easy for them to shoot the one in front of them and blow them off. That was a problem I had with the Hatari. I also am not sure if the missile turrets are going to be smart enough that if something's down like this, that they won't shoot the wall, the fence there. But other than that, they're real nice. You've got these guns, the interior turrets, which would probably be really good for point defense. Their big problem, however, is I am having a horrible time trying to get in and interact with the reloading option. So, reloading those is going to be an issue. In the front, we have some fixed missiles. So it's got some fairly withering forward firepower. Underneath, not as many weapons. We have some Gatlings down there. More Gatlings, but okay, these are the only 3 missile launchers on it, on the bottom side. So it's got quite a bit of heavy weapons, heavy ordnance. You've got your connector. Thank you, Mine, for working with me for reloading. You've got these nice little inlets here that, I mean, they're not a significant thing, but they do add quite a bit of flavor to the ship in its appearance. And the choice of the light gray against the black really makes it stand out, and it looks really nice. And I do like these thrusters tucked up inside there. That looks really good to me. Now let's go ahead, take a look inside. It's got double layered of the small guns, so they're like there and there on the bottom. But yeah, let's go ahead and go inside. Where is said door? Let's go in down here. Now, he has it set up, he, she, I don't actually know gender, with the sensor blocks and an airlock, which is rather nice. Okay, the door's closed. Okay, we're inside. And I like this. You've got your gyroscopes and jump drive as soon as you come in. And we're going to go forward, then back. So you've got kind of this interior run. Very open. That would be my one complaint against this. And my one thing that, yay, they did a very nice job. I love it being open because it gives this sense of opulence, that because spacecraft are expensive and you'd want to use every cubic foot that you had access to. And since you're not using every cubic foot you have access to in this, it gives it a lot of opulence, but it also doesn't feel very efficient to me. That's matter of choice. No, nothing against the creator. Now in here we have the medical bay, which is obviously fairly small, and as such, it's kind of obvious that this is a small crew number ship. So, let's go ahead and go back here. I like this. This looks cool. The ship has balls. And it looks really nice. You've got this segment right here, which is basically crew quarters. You've got this, which I believe is a light control. Yep. And then we go back out. And then down here, just more of the same. Got sensor blocks and beacon and things like that. And down here, this is as far forward as you can go with this section. But you've got, again, everything open. And it feels very opulent space-wise. I'm not a big fan of the see-through, of the partially made catwalks, because they are fairly CPU intensive, so they require a few... That requires more resources than this to put on screen. And that's why I'm not a fan of them. They do look good, and if you have the CPU to spare, why not do them? They also give you good visuals where you can see through, see multiple layers, and you can see more of what's going on. But that's my only real complaint with them, is CPU resources. But I love this window. I really do like this ship, despite all my issues with it. Over here we have this hallway to nowhere, but this really nice window that you can look out of. And then it's the exact same duplicate on this side. And then we go back this way, and we have a conference room. And I love this with the screens being used as the table. That looks really, really good, and I had never thought of using the screen as a table before. And I like this build-up for the screens there. And then we go through here, and it's an empty room that overlooks the engineering area. And then you can go up, and we're on the bridge. And it's got plenty of console locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 console situations up here. I only saw what equated to like 8 beds, so I don't know if has enough to actually do anything. And I have not been down here. This must be like the battle bridge. And that makes a lot of sense, having the battle bridge down here. So, speaking of battle bridges, for y'all who are Star Trek fans and didn't know, the battle bridge for the Enterprise in Next Gen was a redress of the bridge of the Enterprise A. So, but let's take a look and see how she flies. Okay, acceleration, pretty good. Takes a little bit slow down going forward. A fair amount of effort to turn. So, and I do like the way the weapons are grouped, where you have, you can turn each individual on. So, overall, I think this is a very nice ship. For a vanilla ship, there's a lot of detail in it for a vanilla ship, and that's what makes it stand out to me. And you don't really see that detail in the ship until you actually download it and mess with it. You don't really see it from the screenshots. So, go ahead, download it, take a look. It's very nice. I like vanilla ships because it's a challenge to build something vanilla and keep it vanilla and make it look good. And it's something that I have sometimes challenged myself to, but I do like the freedom that mods give. So, I'm not a prude on mods, but I do see the value and the artisticness of a vanilla ship. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.